All right. Hello, secret agents. Jesse Macpherson coming at you live here from Phoenix, Arizona. And I'm tired from a long weekend. I know many of you guys are because you work so hard, and I am so proud of you guys. We have a lot to talk to you guys about here today on that as we are stepping into our new week here, heading into December, starting tomorrow, but actually closing out November. And we have some very important things here today that can actually making sure that ensuring that you earn the maximum on all of your customers through the month of November. We want to make sure you guys don't miss out on. We also want to prepare you for some things coming up here on how to make this a December to remember. But one of the things I'm the most excited about is I'm in my new house finally. So we're going to have a big housewarming party here soon. There's nothing in my house. There's literally just a ring light and literally nothing. So we got to get some furniture here first, which would be good. But one of the things I'm excited about is I got a standing desk. So like, I'm super pumped because I can like run around and I can like do things now. So this is exciting for me because I like being movement. I like being up. So I got my standing desk here and it's literally like my favorite purchase. They're like, you got a house. I was like, no, but I got a standing desk, so, but I got an acre lot. No, standing desk. So anyway, if there's something you want to ask your family for Christmas, get you a standing desk, especially with the amount of work that we're doing. So that way we can get you up and moving. So if you see some little bit more excitement coming from me today, it's not because our team sold $3 million. It's not because our team got paid $1.5 million this last 4 days. Like what? Like, I can't even it's hard to really comprehend that. So to have an organization that sells $1 million in a weekend is incredible. To have an organization get paid $1 million in a weekend. Whoo, we got some new goals we got to set here. So things are going absolutely crazy right now. Obviously, as we've coming off, for many of you, you got a chance to experience your first Black Friday, and it is insanity, right? So, I mean, some of you guys just watched it happen. Some of you guys fully took advantage of it. And the leaderboard is going to be posted on Thursday, but I know many of you guys went out there and busted your butt to go out there and create a bunch of business for the course of this month. But one of the things that I want to do is I want to congratulate everybody, not just our top 50, but for those that stretched yourself, because some of you got more customers in the course of a day than you've ever had in your career. Some of you guys, you went out there and you got outside of your comfort zone and you exposed people that you never exposed before. You guys exposed people that you hadn't talked to before. You exposed people that you were scared to talk to. You talked to that neighbor that you hadn't exposed to your business or your product. You talked to that coworker. And I'm proud of you for that. I'm proud of you for stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something that maybe you hadn't done before. But it also is one of those things that always is interesting to me around Black Friday that I find fascinating. And the fascinating thing I always find around Black Friday is that people go out there and they get 10 customers, they get 7 customers, they get 5 customers, some get 20 customers to purchase with them over the course of Black Friday. And I'm always like, you didn't know them in October? Like, come on, can we be real here for a quick second? Like, you didn't know them in August? Like, you knew those people in August. And it's one of those things I find so fascinating as to what is possible when people decide they're going to promote something and they let fear go. Like they don't let fear hang them up on something. And what most people let fear go is for what? A sale? Like a discount. Like that's a discount is all it took for some of you guys to let rejection go and go talk to a bunch of people. Because most of the time, if you were to be honest, the people that enrolled with you, the people that signed up, the people that became customers, most of these people were people that you knew in August. These were people that you knew in July. But, so you can really create Black Friday at any moment when you decide to promote something. And it doesn't need to be a company sale. For many of you, through these sales, through these purchases you had in November, you're going to have some product credit for the month of November. What many of you guys are going to start using is learning to use your product credit in order to create your own sales, also to create your own incentives, also to create your own environments to get somebody to go, wow, that's such a great value, gift with purchase. So how do we do this here? So the month of December, this is one of those things that's really important, is that statistically, only about 20% of the holiday shopping has been done. 80% of the holiday shopping money is not over yet, peeps. we are just getting started. Black Friday is not the end of the holiday shopping. It is the beginning of the holiday shopping. In fact, the #1 shopping day of the year, statistically, before Black Friday ended up getting crazy, was the Saturday before Christmas. Why? Procrastinators. So I want you to look into your calendar here real quick. And December 18th is going to be a day that people are going to buy a lot of stuff. Why? Because they're going to need to finish their shopping list. And you want to be the ready secret agent to make sure and service all of those people that are going to be buying gifts. So how do we increase during the month of December? Well, we're going to continue to host demonstrations. We're going to continue to host sit downs. We're going to continue to host parties. We're going to continue to host all of those things, because what happens is when we go out there and do these presentations, statistically, I have seen in my parties that you're going to sell 50% more or 100% more. Like if at a party, you normally have 300 in sales, you'll have 600 in sales. And some of you guys are used to having 500 at sales. You'll have 1,000 in sales, because people, again, are continuing to buy gifts, right? So for those of you guys that are taking advantage of this season, we're going to push hard. Now, where's this pushing into? So to give you guys some time frames, next Tuesday, I want you to write this down. Next Tuesday, same time, same channel, you're going to want to be here and be squared and be ready, because we are going to unveil all of the announcements next Tuesday night for our Club Fit Challenge Round 2. That's right, baby. Club Fit Challenge Round 2. We are going to be opening up the Facebook group next Tuesday night after this training. That's right. Next Tuesday. Now, I know my social media manager, my executive assistant, if they're watching this right now, they're literally losing their minds, because they're like, we're not ready. And I was like, well, we're going to be ready, because I just told 300 people that we're going to be ready. So sometimes you just got to say stuff and you make it happen, right? So, so next Tuesday night, we're going to be opening this group. Now, the contest, just to give you guys a couple of things to prepare for, the contest is going to start January 3rd. Okay, so January 3rd. Now, the eligibility is going to be from January 3rd to January 10th. January 3rd is a Monday. The reason we're opening it up early this year is because we want to give you guys all the material, the videos, the promotional flyers, and we want to help you guys promote this all the way through the month of December to get people to partner with you. Now, I don't want to ruin all the surprises for you guys, but here's what's going to be happening next week, okay? I want to let you guys know participating countries for this Club Fit Challenge. Now, remember, this is not a company promotion. This is put together by the team leadership body, right? So here at Seacret. Now, so the participating countries, US, Canada, Mexico, Colombia. US, Canada, Mexico, Colombia. Those are going to be the 4 categories, 4 countries that are going to be competing in this Club Fit Challenge. Now, let me talk to my friends in Europe. So I just got back from Europe. They're getting their first 4 products that they pre-ordered. I see there's a lot of people over here from Norway. What's up, Stig? How you doing, brother? So I know we've got some steam stuff. We're finalizing our bank accounts on our Swiss bank accounts, thank God. So that way we can get processing over there for you guys and get all those products for Black Friday that you guys deserve. Thank you for hanging tight with us, keeping the faith. So in Europe, you're going to be getting the shake and the greens, which is an integral part of the Club Fit Challenge, somewhere towards this first couple months of first couple months of 2022. So we're going to be launching Club Fit Challenge in Europe at the Barcelona Playbook Convention on the first week of March. So Europe, March, Club Fit Challenge. Australia, I know people are going, well, what about Australia? Australia is in a short supply of some of their products of the shake, and particularly the greens, right? So it's one of those things. So we're waiting for those products to get there. So as soon as they get there, we're going to be launching Australia. It looks like probably either with Europe or with their own Club Fit Challenge as soon as that happens. And it might happen February, it might happen in those areas. So now, if you are a part of these other countries and you're not in US, Canada, Mexico, or Colombia, you're still more than welcome to join the Facebook group. So that way you can see all the benefits that are happening. You can learn about it, be prepared for it. So that way, when we launch the contest in your country, you will be ready for it. So next Tuesday, you're going to want to get on top of that. Now, what I am going to let you know is that there's going to be in the US and Canada, there's going to be 3 different packages. These are going to be specific Club Fit kits. It is going to be an item in your back office, and it is going to be available to purchase after we launch the group. To be eligible to compete in the challenge, to win any of the prizes, you must purchase one of these Club Fit kits. Now, here's what's exciting news. All right. The first kit, or the foundational kit that you're going to be able to purchase, is going to come in at about $125 for agents and is $155 for customers, which means free shipping. So we're going to have a much wider front door. Many more people will be able to participate. Now, does that come with the entire product? Of course not. It only gives you a couple. It gives a couple of our foundational products. And the goal is that even if somebody comes in with just our foundational set of our Club Fit kit, that when they get on that first training and hear Dr. Cohn go through the entire product line of Life by Seacret, many of them are going to go, holy cow, I need more of those products. I need to get that. I need some digestics in my life. I need probiotics in my life. I need the energy in my, I need more of this. But we want to make sure we have a real wide front door, especially coming out of the holidays, for so many people to participate, to get into the world of Seacret and Life by Seacret into the new year. But that is January. Now, the volume for that is going to be really important. Okay. So write this down in your notes before I'm going to turn it over to our guest trainer here today. Okay. Last couple of things of details. So I want you to write this down in your notes. We just finished pay week 559, 565. Anyway, I'll look it up real quick. Okay. So we just finished a pay week that ended last night. Okay. We are entering into a new pay week here on November 30th. That's going to close out the next week on December 6th, right? So December 6th. From December 6th, you're going to have the next pay week that closes out December 13th, and then the next pay week that closes out December 20th. December 20th is a very important date. Please write this in your note, December 20th. December 20th is the last day that the volume from this week that passed, Black Friday, will be inside of your rank advancement meter in order for you to use it to advance to your next rank. Okay. This is one of those things that's huge. We want to see over the course of these next 3 weeks is when we see the majority of rank advancements. Some happen Black Friday, but then the next few weeks is when we're going to be seeing those big rank advancements. So how close are you to your next rank? So let me show you 2 things that you want to be monitoring inside of your back office, because this is really, really important stuff. Okay. So then I'm going to go there in a quick second. So when you log into your back office, okay, and right here on the top bar, you're going to be seeing this thing that says next paid rank. When you click on this, it's going to show you what percentage you are to your next rank, which is calculating the QV on your left and the QV on your right. Okay. Now, if you click on these little arrows next to the percentage sign to the right or left, you can go to the next rank. Now, if you look down here, you're seeing this week that we just finished, which was week 560. We are currently in week 561, which starts today and ends on Monday, December 6th. So each week as Tuesday, these weeks just pop over 1 week, pop over 1 week, pop over 1 week. Okay. So what's going to happen here is this week, 560 is going to go move over, boom, and move over, boom. On December 21st, that Tuesday, the week of 560, which is the volume from Black Friday, is going to move off. And we can find a mute on that, whoever that is. Okay, thank you. Is going to move off, and you're not going to be able to count it for ranks. Now, remember, the CV from your commissionable volume from your team never goes away as long as you stay active, and you can earn that out if you have banked volume on a big leg or a big side until you start cycling it off. This is only for your rank, and what it is how much volume your team has done on your left and your right within the last 4 weeks. Now, a good reminder is all of your personal customers, okay, the QV from personal customers is going to default and go to the side that has the least volume. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions about this where people asking, well, where does the commissionable volume from your customers go? And the commissionable volume from your customers goes up. And then we're like, well, why doesn't it go into my team? Well, because it's not a team commission. It's a personal commission. And you're paid 20 to 30% in a commission from those customers. Now, people say, well, I wanted to go into my team for cycles. I said, okay, I can negotiate that if you guys want me to. I can go to the company and I can ask them not to pay you 20 to 30% commission and then allow it to go into your lesser leg so you can earn 5 to 15% commission off of a team commission. Is that what you would prefer? No, that's not what I want. So the thing is this, so customers pay you 20 to 30% commission. That's why the CV doesn't go into your team. But we do allow the QV to help you for rank advancing. Okay. So, but there's one other last bit here that I want to make sure that everyone knows inside of your back office that you should be paying attention to, that is time specific for tonight. We're going to be talking more about rank advancing in these weeks to come. But in your back office, when you click on My Snapshot, When you click on my snapshot and you go down to this little snaky thing on the left-hand side, there's probably a name for this. I don't know what it is. And you click on the last one, which is percentage sales. Okay. Percentage sales. This is going to show you your total percentage sales. Okay. Now, this is a report that we don't have in all the markets yet, but we will have it. Don't worry. Okay. So, but this percentage sale is going to show you how you unlock that 3, 5, 7, or 10% bonus on all of your customers for the month of November. So today being the last day of November. So really, I want you guys to take a look at this. This is important. Okay. So what our system is going to calculate is your monthly TPQV. That's total personal qualifying volume. What counts in total personal qualifying volume is anything you purchase and anything your customers purchase add up your TPQV. Now in this, you're going to be seeing how much you have for the month of November. This ends when? Tonight in 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 5 hours, whatever it is. Okay. So, all right. Midnight Mountain, 11:59 Mountain Standard Time, because we're in Arizona right now. So now, why is this significant? Okay. All of your customers that you have in the month of November, you got paid 20% on. You immediately get paid 20% for your customers when you enroll them, but you can earn an additional bonus, 3, 5, 7, or 10% bonus if you hit these specific tiers. Now, 800 is tier 1, 1200 is tier 2, 1600 is tier 3, and 2000 is tier 4, which is the 10% bonus. Okay. So for between now and the end of tonight, we want to make sure that you are at that 2000 TPQV. So let's say you're a couple $100 away, a couple hundred QV away. All right. So if you purchase a couple hundred QV, you might tip yourself over and you're going to earn 10% now on all of your customers through the month. That's right. So if you sold a customer on Black Friday, right, you got paid 20%. So if you have 1,000 in sales, I want you to think about this. 1,000 in customer sales for the month of November, and you get to that 10%, you're going to get an extra $100. You already got paid 200, you're going to get an extra 100. So this is something to be paying attention to tonight to close out your business here for the month of November. So that's one of those things that's really important. Outside of that, we're going to be going over your rank meters, but December 20th is an important day. We want to see as many of you get promoted as humanly possible. Now, presentations, parties, demonstrations, wildly important. Okay. But we also have another strategy here I'm building, which is a way to be able to expose people quickly in a communal sort of way where people can get a chance to kind of get a little bit of the spirit of community and understanding it. And it's what we call an ATM group. Okay. An ATM group stands for add, tag, message. Add, tag, message. Okay. So this is something that, back in the day, before kind of we went into this online world. And it's always been kind of this conversation, is it better to build online or offline? And I'm like, well, I don't know how so many things happen online. Like so many of my conversations are online, but they're also offline. So they're online and offline. So I don't think it's one or the other. In fact, I believe that the organizations that are the best at combining the high tech with the high touch are the ones that are going to be winning in 2022. And they're the ones that we're seeing winning currently right now in the climate that we're in. So we want to be prepared for everything, but it's not one or the other. If you're only hiding behind your computer screen and hiding behind a click machine, I'm telling you, you're not going to be building strong relationships. But if you're not leveraging technology in a way to communicate fast with people and to be able to get to people, especially that you can't go sit down with right away, because there's a lot of people that due to their work schedule, due to travel restrictions, whatever it is, that need opportunities to be able to work at 11 p.m. at night. And unfortunately, you can't call everybody at 11 p.m. at night, right? There are people that their time to work is at 6 a.m. in the morning and they can't make phone calls all the time. So they need a way to be able to expose people, get people through a system, and get people evaluating what Seacret has to offer. Now, all of this should be leading to conversations, and all this should be leading to presentations. Presentations are really the name of the game because people make decisions after presentations. People make decisions. I don't know why that seems to rhyme to me, even though it doesn't. Okay. So, but one of the things I want you guys to take a look here. So on our Team Synergy website, if you haven't been there recently, okay. So this is just a resource center that was put together by myself and Mazafar. some of our presentations that are up here. We've got some of our trainings. We're going to be updating this playbook. For those of you guys that want updates on the Club Fit Challenge, there's going to be a separate Club Fit Challenge section of the website popping up next week. That's going to have all the details for it, where you register, how you get access to it, the marketing materials, because inside the group, it's not agent related. There's no agent conversation. There's no agent focus, right? However, right here on the top, if you click on the training center, on the training center, you're going to see here is training on the ATM group. Now you can download the ATM system. This ATM system, when you click on this, it's going to go through the entire system of what that is. Now, there are different groups that out there. I know that Trish Rizzera and Sea Life Nation has some incredible ATM groups. I know that there are product ATM groups where you're using it for products. I know that there are opportunity ATM groups. So there isn't one that is the fits all, but we have one that we have right now that is primarily focused on the opportunity that Seacret has. Okay. So, but in this, you're going to see how you add, how you tag, how you message, and really the protocols behind it. There's also a guideline on how do you follow up? How do you handle some of the most common objections? All of this stuff is right here on the site. Now, you can download your demo tracker, right? You can, and then click here to join the group. So this takes you over to the group. All right, you can find it right on the website, which is facebook.com/groups/the elite lifestyle. This is the group. There's 3,300 people in this group. And what you're going to see here is that when you add somebody to the group, they have to accept your invitation, number one. The second thing you're going to want to do is you want to tag them in the videos. Okay. Now, the first videos that you want to tag them in is there's a welcome video, which you're more than welcome to tag them in. But there's this first video called the Elite Lifestyle Overview. The Elite Lifestyle Overview, if you see right here, is the 7-minute overview that was done by Macpherson. Is so brilliant. And you can see here, there's over 1,000 comments on this one video. And then they can watch in and kind of poke around the different groups. But there are sometimes specific things you might want to tag somebody in. So you might want to tag somebody in something about the nutrition. You might want to tag somebody in one of our testimonials. You might want to tag somebody in one of the details on our products. You might want to tag somebody in the trip to Atlantis about Club Seacret that we had on our secret escape to the Bahamas. You might want to tag somebody in the compensation video. So again, it's a resource center where you can ATM, add, tag, and message people. So that way you can follow up with them and say, look, what did you like best? But what it is it's almost an opportunity, as you guys know, when most people don't want to be sold, but they love to buy. And a lot of people love to shop. And they want to shop around. And this group is almost a way for somebody to shop around. Because have you ever walked into a store and the salesperson comes up to you and be like, can I help you with something? You're like, oh, I'm just looking. Right. And what they basically mean is this is I want to buy something. I just don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be sold right now. Just let me look around. I'm just looking. I'm not just looking. I'm intentionally probably walking in here to buy something, right? So, but I just kind of want to be left alone. Let me cruise. Let me see what I have. And then I'll ask a question. Do you have this in my size? Do you have this in a different color? Do you have this in whatever it is? And it will engage and start in those conversations. So those are things that are going to be really important to understanding how this group works. Now, for many of you, you've been humming on all cylinders for the last years in these ATM groups. For some of you, this is brand new. For some of you, here's the thing I want you guys to understand. Can you make millions of dollars inside of network marketing not using ATM groups? And the answer is what? Yes. Okay. So for some of you that are just like, I hate this, don't hate a part of the business. It's okay. Right. Just use it as a tool. Right. So there are things that are not, there are some of you going like, this is a great tool for me. Right. Again, this is just another way to expose people. Okay. So there are certain people that are crushing. There are some people that go like, I don't want to do another party. How can I build my business and using more strategies online? We want to have the tools for no matter what style that you're looking to do Seacret. You have opportunities to expose people to our products, our community, our opportunity, your support group, and also systems that work no matter where you are, wherever country, all around the world. So I want you guys to understand that. Now, when you get into this group, you guys are going to get some things. There's training on the website, so you guys will see all of that. But to really go through this and understanding this, I'm excited to bring on one of my dear friends that I've known for, gosh, I don't even know how long it's been. 15, I don't know, 10 years, but we really became close about 10 years ago. So when him and his wife I got a chance to fly out to the East Coast, and they were the ones that really kind of helped us launch the East Coast market for us, and getting things kind of opened up. They were one of the first diamonds in the organization, one of the first six-figure earners, and have been incredible at helping develop leaders and developing organizations inside of network marketing. And I'm really excited that he's going to be here today to be able to share with us a little bit more about this ATM group. And before he comes on here, I just I want to say to each and every one of you guys, thank you for your hard work, your dedication, your commitment. You guys literally broke records on Black Friday. And whether or not it was your best Black Friday or not, our company now, did it have its hiccups? Yes. Was it frustrating as all get out of those first couple hours? You better believe it. But one of the exciting things is this, is as frustrating as it was, it also gives everyone an opportunity to realize how many people in the world want to buy Seacret products. Like it's that crazy. And so when stuff is selling out that fast, right? Yeah, I mean, I didn't anticipate some of those things. We're like, it'll sell it halfway through the day. And you're like, it's sold out before we could even log in. What just happened? Right. So now we're putting together more measures for us not to have some of those kinks as we go forward in the future. And we've got some other things that are coming in December. So hang tight on it. But as we transition from New Year's into this Club Fit, I know it's going to be amazing, but to be able to use this as a tool, to use this as an opportunity, because we're just seeing a lot of people throw people in this group and aren't utilizing it to the best of its capacity. So what's happening right now is you're losing it, because this isn't a place that you just throw people in. There's a system to it to make it effective. It's kind of like if you're just randomly, calling people and trying to spam them over the phone. We're not telemarketers. We're relationship marketers. And so it's very important to understand that even if we're using a means that we are using technology that doesn't necessarily require a conversation, that you're still using a process, and you're inviting them in and asking qualifying questions before you're just spamming people into this, because then it will lose its power. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Ben Bradshaw to the call. Let's get some fives in the comment section here. Let them know.
Some virtual high fives.
Some virtual high fives.
Nice. What is up, everyone? Hey, appreciate that, Jesse. Thank you so much. Yeah, man, I don't know how you're awake right now. So
I have a standing desk on purpose. If it was a sitting desk, I would have passed out on it a while ago.
Oh man, yeah. If it was a sitting desk, you would have been like me in school, like this. So I don't know how I got through actually, but anyway, I'm glad I'm here. But no, man, I definitely appreciate that, and obviously just being, the person in the middle from the field to corporate and living at corporate after you just got off of a plane, but even more so stopping in Texas so you could help out with the Black Friday Zoom, literally like, please, like talk about connecting, if you will, right? To connect. And then obviously hopping home and then doing Black Friday. So none of the stuff that
I forgot to tell you guys, I leave for Africa tomorrow. So by the way,
I don't know. That's
yeah.
crazy.
So anyway, I'm heading to Nairobi tomorrow. I'll be in Kenya for the View from the Edge view parties. So we have a Friday night meet and greet. We got Saturday, and then I'm heading over to Uganda to Kampala, and then I'm heading down to Harare in Zimbabwe, and then I'm heading into, I think, South Africa, if they'll let me in. I don't know. There's this new variant, weird shit. I don't know. So anyway, we'll see if they're gonna let me into South Africa or not. As long as I can get home, I'll go in. We'll see. And then I'm heading over to, it looks like, Ghana and Accra. Yeah. So I'll be doing the next Tuesday night, probably at 4:00 in the morning from somewhere in Africa for the Club Fit Challenge. So anyway, I'm going to sleep on the plane. I love you guys. Peace out.
That's insane. I kept saying the word heading. I think I'm going to head into his suitcase so I can go with him. But anyway, so yeah, it's been an amazing weekend. I don't know about you guys, just living on energy, the product, and obviously all of our other products to keep us going. Thankfully, we have some amazing products that will help us, to keep fueling us with good ingredients so we can keep going and keep doing activities, so we can, compound that activity so we can inspect our results, which is the only thing to follow what activity, right? And so I'm excited to be with you guys here today, tonight, depending upon where you are from. and we got a pretty packed house. Jesse touched, you know, on the ATM page, and yes, there are many of them, you know, so whatever your team promotes, promote it, do it, be the best at it. Um, you know, I don't care which one you do. You know, we put this one together because to focus on, you know, opportunity with, you know, product and, you know, to be full circle, but it doesn't like focus on whatever your sponsor, your mentor, and your team is helping you focus on. And so, you know, the ATM concept is something near and dear to my heart. It's something that I'd like to say I've gotten good at as a byproduct of being bad at it, because that's the only way you can get good. Laughing at the results, which actually weren't very good in the beginning and are starting to get really, really good now. As you guys can see, the ATM page is growing like crazy, and people are just, you know, they're utilizing it. Some good, some not so good. And so, yeah, I've you know, over the last few days, I've had people literally try to airdrop, if you will, if you guys are familiar with airdrop, their contacts. Typically, you airdrop something that is too big because you can't send a text message or an email, right? So they're trying to airdrop their contacts into the Facebook group, and it just doesn't work. You know, obviously, you know, the algorithm gets jacked up. People aren't, they're not going to see the information in the group, and ultimately, Facebook is going to penalize us, you know, for the spam because they catch on to that stuff. And so, you know, there is a specific, there's an art and there's a science to what we're doing with the ATM page. Ad tag message, it couldn't be more simple or simpler, but you can't forget a step, you know. So if you are doing the A, you're not doing the T and the M, well, guess what? You're not going to get any results, right? So if you're not doing third party, the M, you're not going to get better results, right? Because you do need the third party, the message, you have to follow up. You know, see, exposure is everything, but fortune is in the immediate and the long-term follow-up, okay? Because that's the exposure process. Now, they used to say that 98% of people never follow up after the first exposure. I believe that to be true. However, they used to say as well that that 80% of conversions and sales would happen through the 5th through 12th follow-up. I actually believe it's probably more like 15 nowadays, because people's attention is the new real estate and they're being pulled in so many different directions. I can tell you guys, I finally figured that out after we started having kids. Pretty crazy, but needless to say, you know, people ask me all the time, like, when do you stop following up? And I say, well, I have this list of people that I follow up with. I don't know, when one of us dies, I guess, you know. And I laugh and I'm like, ha ha ha, but it's actually kind of true, because follow up is ongoing, okay? And knowing that, you know, like what Jesse said, people hate to be sold, but they love to buy. All we're trying to do is, oh, T from Boston, you caught on to that. Well done. So, you know, anyway, so, you know, in saying that, all we're trying to do is let people marinate, right? It's relaxed intensity. You know, we're putting them in this page because you can do the home events, you can do the home parties, you can do sit downs, one-on-ones. What should you do? Do all of it until you hit Crown Royale. There's really no way or no wrong way to do something. Okay. So for me, what I like to do is I like to show the plan and collect decisions. However that happens, I'm in. Let's do it. Right. And so, because that's all we're trying to do, right? You know, every deck of cards has 52 cards. Yes, it has some jokers in it. Haha, right? They could be extra cards. I don't think they count in the 52, but they're there. They have aces, right? Which is what we're looking for. Now, I don't necessarily call an ace someone that's a doctor or attorney. I don't call a 2 someone that is a janitor or someone that drives a trash truck. I don't generalize professions, because it's actually rude of me to think that someone wouldn't be good or someone wouldn't be interested. Right now, as Muzaffar says, do we live in a judgmental society? Yes. Is it right? No. Does it happen? Yes. All day, every day. Okay. So what I call an ace is someone that's hungry and determined, right? Hungry and determined. And all I do is show them the vehicle and allow them to have access to duplicate the same thing I'm doing. And so here's what our recipe, if you will. Now, we gave you the scripts, we showed you where to go, and we also, you know, showed you the page. Okay. So, and how to do it, right? Because, you know, the how to is awesome, obviously, The why-to, in my opinion, is even more important because that outlasts the how-tos. And you can mess up as long as your why-tos are stronger than your how-tos, because eventually you'll figure it up if you show up long enough with a good average attitude over a long period of time. And so all we have to do is literally show the plan, collect decisions. All right. So if you had a $50 bill and a $100 bill on the table, which one do you take? I've asked this question before. Most people say the 100. I say both because no one said you couldn't. So do the belly to belly, the in-person, right? The high touch, if you will. Do the high tech, if you will. Why? Because money is money. Okay. So show the plan, collect decisions. That's it. And rinse and repeat. And so, you know, I'm going to give you guys some C's. Okay. Some C's that are going to help you to prolong your success, right? Now, again, the attitude has to happen before the paycheck, because you will never, you may make some money, okay, but you're never going to outgrow your check in this profession, in most professions, actually, believe it or not. Why? Because money and water are one and the same. They seek each other, right? And so we have to get better, because if we don't get better to elevate, then how can we teach people to elevate with us to ultimately raise their ship along with the tide that our ship is in? Does that make sense? Yes or yes? Right? And so how do we get better? Well, we get better through mastering the mundane, the simple activity that yields high results time after time after time after time, right? And then ultimately we adjust and we get better. But you can't BS the numbers. The numbers are the numbers, right? You can't cheat the hustle. The hustle is what it is. And so first things first, you have to commit to the process. You have to commit to the activity, because we all want motivation, right? We all want momentum, right? Those are both two positive things, you know, and sometimes momentum and motivation can be, it can be something that we create in our minds before we see it in our back office. But how do you do it? You do it through creating activity, right? Momentum and motivation is created as a byproduct of activity. So if you think about it for a second, if you did exposures today, right? Let's say you did 10 of them and 9 people told you no, but the 10th person said yes, and they bought a professional package. Would you be fired up? Yes or yes? 100%. You'd almost forget those 9 no's, wouldn't you? Right? Wouldn't you? You'd be like, oh man, those idiots, they're missing out. Haha, right? But what on the flip side, if you were flipping cards and flipping cards and flipping cards and flipping cards, and you didn't get one of those yeses for quite some time, and then you were like, oh man, this starts to hurt. Oh, this kind of sucks. Oh, I don't know if this works. I don't know if I should do it. Oh, maybe that person that's punching the time clock that told me I was dumb and I was an idiot, maybe they were right, you know, or maybe my broke uncle that has never done anything in his life and won't get off the couch, maybe he was, you know, maybe what he said was accurate. Those things never work. And it's like, nah, bro, your broke uncle never worked. So don't worry about him, you know? So, but those no's can hurt us. They, you know, they hurt us mentally, not physically, but unfortunately mentally is what, you know, whether we're up or down is what's dragging us through the mud in our business. You guys like that, right? Dragging us through the mud, the deep sea, you know, the Dead Sea mud, if you will. But at the end of the day, guys, those no's lead to yeses. You can't avoid no's to get the yeses. You have to go through them. You have to show up with a good attitude repeatedly over time. You got to commit to the process, right? And you got to connect with people as humans, not business people, right? Like, I don't know about any of you guys. Now, when Jesse and I first started, all we had was skincare. I knew nothing about it, nothing about it. And I actually made it a joke. I thought it was funny that I knew nothing about skincare. And I made multiple 6 figures my first year in Seacret Direct, not knowing anything about skincare. People say, well, what's in the product? I'm like, I don't know, read the damn box. Flip. They'd say, well, what does it do? I'm like, I don't know, put your phone on selfie mode and look at your face. Flip, right? And Jesse will tell you, I didn't even actually know the login or the password of my back office for the first 6 weeks. And we had made almost $10,000. Why? Because none of that shit actually mattered. You know what mattered? You know what mattered? Was Bank of America was sending letters to my house in the mail that was changing colors every week. And they were looking for a payment. And so I started calling the mail lady, Roy G. Biv. She had no idea what I was talking about. I was laughing because I had to laugh. I was like 4 months out of my mortgage, you know? And but at the end of the day, I made it a big game and I just focused on the activity and I let the results take care of itself. Now, here's what's cool too. If I was focusing on products that didn't show immediate results, that were only as a byproduct of funding a compensation plan in this, industry, or what I like to call profession for professional companies, then I would have to worry about maybe one day, someday, if this would work. But thankfully, because Seacret's products are documented to have success without us at retail prices, without us, not those huge discounts, again, without us, I didn't have to worry about one day and someday because that's not on my calendar. It was just Monday through Sunday, I was booking activity and I was literally showing up with a good attitude repeated over time, and I was getting results. And so thankfully that high tech has caught up to that high touch. Because I remember, and I don't know if Jesse remembers, but he came in and I'm like, hey bro, we gotta go. We got appointments, right? I actually didn't have appointments. I was showing up at people's houses. He was just in the passenger seat.
I do remember.
So,
we were like,
so
we were sneak attacking people at their houses.
Listen, it's people say, oh, well, it's uncomfortable to do network marketing and Seacret Direct. No, it's uncomfortable to look at your wife in her eyes and know that you can't pay the bills. That's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And so this was very comfortable to me because I was texting people and say, hey, bro, are you home? With a smiley face emoji. And it wasn't the emoji, it was like the two dots with the whatever that's called. I don't even know. Because we didn't have emojis back then. And I was like, hey bro, are you home? With that smiley face. And they were like, yeah, bro, what's up? I'm like, I know, I'm at your front door, open up. I mean, but you don't have to do that now because with the ATM page, I mean, you can do it if you want to do it. I'm not telling you what not to do. What should you do?
I want to do that again. It was pretty fun, man. I do have to admit, that was fun times.
It was pretty fun. But people say like, what do I do? I don't know. Do something like hit Crown Royale, right? You know what I mean? So what do I do? Whatever it takes, And because again, the only thing to follow results or to follow activity is results, right? And so, create content, be consistent. And when you're consistent, you'll convert. Okay, so those are my C's, right? Commit to the process, connect with people, be a human, right? Create content on social media, right? Content that actually is like open-ended. Ask questions, right? Always ask questions. Always comment on people's comments. Do you know why? Because it helps them, it makes them feel important when they're being recognized, right? And so now before I create any type of comment on social media, I'm loving everyone else's stuff. I probably spend about 10 minutes commenting and loving other people's posts. Why? Because then I show up in their newsfeed when I post.
I'm in.
That's what I said too, Beth. I'm in. So, but at the end of the day, guys, listen, whether you're launching or relaunching, it doesn't matter.
Alphabet.
I know. Yeah. Oh, I got a funny story about that actually. So
Sure.
Cameron yesterday, we're practicing our ABCs. We get all the way to QRS, and then she goes SHI. I said, Cameron, no. Anyway, I don't know where she got that, but
yeah, sure you don't.
Speaking of alphabet, but thankfully they got their great looks from their mom, and they got their, anyway. So you want to you just got to promote more. You got to be a master promoter. That's the name of the game. You got to ATM people, right? Now, if you did 2 a day, 5 days a week for 50 weeks a year, let's say you took off on the weekends and you took a 2-week vacation, right? Like your 9 to 5, maybe, I don't know. But if we treated this more like a 9 to 5, we'd get paid more, right? And so, because some of us treat it like a hobby and it costs us as such. You're looking at 500 literally exposures in a year. And if you signed up 1 out of 10, what's that, 50 agents? How many guys would like 50 new agents in a year in your organization? How many guys have done that this year? But it falls back on that consistency, right? Which falls back on the activity, which falls back on the momentum and the motivation. All the things that we say that we want, but first the attitude before the paycheck, right? And if you did 10 times 5 times 50, what's that? 2,500, right? I don't know. Is that right? I don't even know. But you'd have 250 personally enrolled agents. You would not be able to explain your check. You would cash it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you had 30 times 5 times 50, that's 7,500. Listen, guys, you focus on the activity. I'm asking you to be bad. Just get 1 out of 10, right? And Jesse, who can do that?
Anybody,
right? And so, because again, numbers are numbers. Flipping cards, finding aces, flipping cards. Oh, that's a 2. Oh, maybe he's not interested. Oh, that's a 3. Oh, that's a 5. Oh, that's a drama queen. Let them go, right? Oh, that's a jackass. There's a lot of, listen, guys, there's a lot of them in our world today. And, some of us think we need everyone. We actually don't need everyone. And when you get that attitude that you're allowing people to join you, it's a different mindset, because you go from push through to pull through, right? Like, my hand's out to help you, but I'm not pushing you forward. I'm just here to say, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm sure there's a lot of people that couldn't make the training tonight, right? For whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe the voice is on. Maybe they're sitting in front of their couch watching someone else chase their dreams. Not sure. I know, that's what I said. But at the end of the day, right? The people that always have the challenges are typically the people that aren't showing up to learn how to get good at this thing to get results. You guys follow me? Yes or yes?
Yeah, yes.
Pretty crazy. So, that's the name of the game, guys. I'm not really sure exactly what else you guys, would want from this. It's just time. It's time to follow up on that Black Friday momentum, because you can skip that rank that you already were, the one maybe you hit now, which again, congratulations to all of those that rank advanced from Black Friday. Amazing. I've heard so many success stories, and we're actually still trying to catch up on all of those success stories to be able to feature people, in the next coming webinars. So we have some other events coming up as well. Tomorrow we have Wow Wednesday and the Elite page. Every Wednesday we do a different product highlight. And so it's going to be amazing. I'm actually doing it. That's why I think it's going to be amazing. I don't know, maybe not, but I hope to deliver. It's going to be all about Club Seacret and why people should be a member of Club Seacret, all the benefits. And we're also going to feature. We gave away a gift last week to everyone that had guests in the group as well, which is amazing. So we're going to name those people. So the people that were on last week as guests will be announced tomorrow on the Wow Wednesday in the Elite Lifestyle group at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So definitely we'll do that. We'll rock it out. I'm also going to put a welcome post welcoming all the new members. Some of them were spammed again, so let's not do that anymore. But hopefully we can spam them into joining us tomorrow night by welcoming them tonight. If you're a member of the group, once I go ahead and post this after this training, go in there and just comment and say, welcome, so glad you're a part of the group. Again, why? Because when people are recognized, they tend to get happier and do more. So if you want to be in an attraction business where you're attracting people, try to be attractive with what you're doing with your business. And how do you do that? Again, by, just recognizing people, loving on people, recognizing what you want more of as well. And so, guys, we're going to explode this ATM group. Jesse, I'm excited for you to have me. I appreciate it, man. Hopefully I left some time, and yeah, bro.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. Let's get some high fives in the comment there for my boy Ben, and that's my boy Blue. Real quick, just an easy way to get to the website, which I think is very important, because some people, it's just challenging. So we have a domain that we have set up, whysecret.com. Very simple, whysecret.com. If you type in whysecret.com, okay, it will take you right to that Facebook page and forward you right to that Facebook page. All right, now you can obviously find us through that on the website. And I have one more guest speaker on that I wanted to pop on here, just because this woman her organization just absolutely crushed Black Friday and what they've been able to do. I'm watching the promotions that are coming in absolutely like crazy, but not only crazy that, but on the amount of sales that are happening inside of our organization. But in 2020, this woman went out there and basically became one of the fastest in that year to go to diamond and 6 figures inside of Seacret in 2020. And she literally decided to really turn her business on. And it was really it was interesting, because when COVID hit in the United States, I saw certain businesses inside of mine that went down, and her business exploded. She was the fastest growing organization in 2020 for all of Seacret. As one of the people that was really responsible for teaching people on how to build through an online world and how to attract people into your business, and as one of the ones that helped me really understand the power of these ATM groups and these ATM pages. So, ladies and gentlemen, Diamond Agent Trish Fazera, welcome to the call. Bring us home here, girl.
Yeah, I am here. Thank you so much. And Ben, great job. And you guys have just dropped so many awesome nuggets. So thanks for having me. And I got to say, the reason we did so well, guys, is because we've got an incredible organization that plugged into this ATM system. They really ran with what we taught, and that's what did it. Like, it wasn't me doing it all. Like, we had an incredible organization going out there and using the tools. And I'm excited because everybody now has these tools at their fingertips. And so what I just kind of wanted to share with you is some of the things that have really helped us be successful within our ATM group. And it's, something that it's ongoing. Like, you have to stay on top of it all the time, just like your business, right? Like, you can't, go out and work your business one week and then skip it for 3 and expect that it's going to be great. It's something you've got to be doing consistently. And using an ATM group is the same exact thing. And so just to share with you guys a few of the stats within our organization, and I don't remember all the exact numbers, but I can tell you that within the first 7 months of us launching our ATM groups, we added, between new agents and customers, over 1,000 people to our organization last year, and had well over 100 rank advancements within the team. So I share that number with you because the system works if you use the system, right? And we got really good at using the system. And so one of the things that's really, really important is for people to, first of all, like Ben said, you've got to invite people into the group. Well, when you invite people, you also need to follow up with people. Like he was saying, you can't just airdrop your contacts into the group. Like, that's not going to work. That's like sending 1,000 text messages and never following up with anybody, right? It doesn't work. So it's a couple of things. One, we got really good at making sure we always had content in our group, meaning we rotate through, we've got a schedule of team members who do certain things. So on, Mondays, we've got a live presentation happening every Monday night in our group. Tuesdays, we've got a product testimonial going into our group. Wednesdays, we're doing Wow Wednesdays, in our group. Thursdays, we have a business testimonial happening in our group. And throughout the week, other things going on. And as team members, really are, bringing in new people and stuff, we're always recognizing those people within the group. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is this important? So there's a couple of things. One, the more active your group can be, the more Facebook is going to show your group in people's feeds. So members of that group, the more active that group is, the more your group is going to show up in the feed of the people who you've added to the group. So it's really, really important for that. The other thing is once you have this content, now you've got lots of things you can be inviting people for. So it's not just this week's live presentation, but let's just say you're talking to somebody about hair products, right? Well, if you've got multiple testimonials in your group about hair products, you can be bringing in new people all the time and then tagging them in those posts that are in there. The other thing that's really great is once you get these people into the group, it's kind of like they get to sit back and observe. So like Ben had mentioned, when, like people can think, Jesse, I think had said something, they come here for a reason. And even though people don't want to be sold on Facebook, they will still buy on Facebook, right? And when they can come in and they can now see testimonials that are happening that are from other people besides you. So again, third party, right? You're getting that third party expert. When they can see that and they can start scrolling through the group going, oh my gosh, there's a lot of people who love this product. Oh my gosh, there are a lot of people who are making money in this business. Oh my gosh, there are a lot of people joining this company. What that does is it sells them on the fact that you've put them in a great place. And so it helps close that prospect for you, as long as obviously you follow up with them. So the way I like to explain it to the team, you guys, I know you've all heard of the wheel of activity, where you're making your list, you're contacting, inviting, you're presenting secret, your follow-up and closing. The ATM system is still that same thing. You're making your list. Well, your list is made up of who? People who you meet online and people who you meet offline. right? It's not one or the other, it's both, right? Then you're contacting them, inviting. What are you inviting them to? Well, if you are doing stuff in person, you're inviting them to that, or you're inviting them to something in the group. You're inviting them to see a testimonial. You're inviting them to see a presentation. You're inviting them to something you can tag them in the group. Once they're in the group, they get presented Seacret in some way, if it's a product or whether it's the business, right? Because you've got multiple things. And yes, Sarita, you're exactly right. It's dripping on them all the time, right? But what happens is they get this continuous follow-up all the time without you necessarily going, have you watched it yet? Have you watched it yet? Have you watched it yet? Oh, hey, wait, by the way, right? You can, you still need to follow up. You still need to ask for the sale and get that yes or no decision. But when they can sit back and observe on their own, it's going to make that closing that much easier. Because if they're actually in there and they're really starting to be checking things out and looking around, again, because of all those third-party testimonials, they're going to get closed easier, and it's going to make your job a lot easier. So, the more active you can be in these groups, the better. And then the last thing I just want to say is, just like with your business, right? Like I remember when I got started here at Seacret, Jesse said, go out and put product on 2 people a day, at least 5 days a week. So my thought was, okay, I need to be putting product on at least 10 people a week. That was in my brain, right? Well, the same thing happens with this ATM group. You've got to be doing at least 2 exposures a day. In my opinion, it actually needs to be more. It means you actually need to put more people into that group, because you don't know how many are actually going to go look at this. When you're in person, it's easier. They've seen the product or heard the presentation. But when it's in a group, you're counting on them to go do it. And we do send some messages out for people to let us know they've done it. But again, when you're not physically in front of a person, your numbers are going to need to be a little bit higher. So, for me, what I share with team members is, be getting 20 people in there a week. But the same thing, if you're only putting 5 people in there a week and that's 20 a month, guys, you're not going to get too many people to say yes, because you're not doing enough of the numbers. So just understand, whether you're working online or offline, you still need to be doing these numbers. That part does not change. So, if you're doing those activities and really doing the work, you'll see that this whole process can really take off for you.
I love it, love it, love it, love it. Trish, incredible nuggets, little high fives. Let's get some high fives in the comments down there. So let's get some spirit fingers, some little raise the roof here if you're on video. So golden stuff, guys. So here's the thing is, you can't, as they say, you can't outwork a bad diet when it comes to your health. It's the same thing here, right? So you can't out train poor activity. And what I mean by that is a lot of people believe that getting trained in network marketing means you're going to be successful. And that's not true. So where you're getting the results you're going to get inside of your business is from doing the activity. So another way to think about it is don't let, when your learning leads to knowledge, you become a fool. But when your learning leads to action, you become unstoppable. And what we're looking for is that your learning leads to action, doesn't lead to knowledge. They say knowledge is power. That's not true. It's just not, right? Applied knowledge is power. And there are people out there that are the most knowledgeable, but just don't have the results that people are looking for in their lives. I want you to be not knowledgeable. I want you to be results oriented. Now, you will become knowledgeable, but how you're going to get good at the business is by doing it again and again and again and again and again. Now, is that going to require you to look silly sometimes? Is it going to require you to mess up? Is that going to require you to have to laugh at yourself? All of that stuff, true. And one of the things that I love is this group of people is just, they're relentless, man. They're just relentless and they're just unreasonable. In the face of reason, they're going to figure it out anyway. They're going to do it anyway. They're going to make it happen anyway. And so I want to thank each and every one of you for making this a record-breaking weekend for Seacret, for us to see the things that are happening, and just, for people to understand the magnitude of what just happened over the course of this weekend. By the way, I've got some good news for you guys. I don't know if I'm supposed to share this stuff. Probably not, but it's all right. You heard this from his offer. So, and let's see, where is it? So I've got the Black Friday War Room stuff. So I was working with corporate over the course of the weekend, on some stuff and a lot of new stuff that's coming, which is pretty darn exciting. Where is it? Black Friday. So this was, oh, this is pretty sexy right here. So, oh, I just saw it. I swore that was in here. Hold on one sec. Don't go anywhere. There's so many messages in here. Couldn't agree more. There's the thing. Everything was sent out. So perfect. They were closing out this last week. Here it is. So this was as of Monday night. As of Monday night, there it is. As of Monday night, 6,500 packages were already sent out from the Black Friday orders as of Monday night. So now, does that mean that everybody's going to get it there the first week? No, we told everybody a couple of weeks because we're trying to. So one of the things that Seacret is constantly doing is they are working at getting as many things of operating as fast as humanly possible for you guys. Now, you guys also got to keep in mind that we are now in the second year of COVID, heading into a season where more and more people are buying online and sharing online. So we are working our butts off here to deliver on everything that we can from our side and meet those expectations and exceed those expectations and deliver a world-class customer experience. So, but I also want you guys to remember is that if you have 1% error, which is, I mean, most companies have between 3 to 5% errors. If you have 1% error and you have 100,000 orders, that means you have 1,000 things that have gone wrong, and that's only 1%. So the challenges that you've got, make sure call them into customer care. We'll get those situations fixed, and we'll make sure that we get them done. So we are just over the moon excited as to what's happening in the world of Seacret. So as we close out this holiday season, let's push hard through the holidays. During the middle of the season, we're going to be ramping up the Club Fit Challenge into the new year. So new year, renewed you. Right. So we are not going to be a New Year's resolution. We are your New Year's solution. Oh, nah, you like that? You like that? You know, that's some of the branding that's coming your way. So in the new videos that you're going to be seeing. So we're going to be bringing that hot and heavy to you. And then what you're going to be seeing is by the time March rolls around, you're going to be seeing, we're going to be at the Playbook event in Dallas, Texas, launching the 2020 plan throughout the entire year. And you think, guys, we are just getting warmed up on Club Seacret. Like, I want you guys to understand that, right? I mean, we've really been creating a program in a COVID world with our hands tied behind our back and ankle weights on. And many of you guys know what just happened with some resolutions with the previous company that have unleashed everything. So we can go absolutely bananas with this thing now. And so coming into 2022, I know many of you guys are so excited about the enhancements of that program, but you guys also saw in the top 50 that they won their first Seacret Swag Club Seacret. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nod, nod, merchandise drop coming soon. So guys, it is just getting started. I cannot wait to see you guys next week from wherever I am in the world. If I'm in Africa or if I'm not, I don't know. We'll find out. But for those of you guys that are asking, I'm going to 2 countries this weekend for the View events, View watch parties, which is going to be in Kenya. So I'm going to Nairobi, and then I'm going to Kampala and Uganda. Those are the 2s that are for sure. Everything else is up in the air. I know a lot of you guys are texting me. I'm not going to Nigeria and some of the other places. I will be posting in the groups when I have details. Normally, I would love to give you details quicker about this, but this was kind of last minute and things were up in the air whether or not I could go or not. So, and it still is kind of. So, but I promise you we'll get you guys more stuff. Let's go absolutely crush it. So if you aren't at that 2000 TPQV, get into your back office, find out how much more volume you need to close out tonight, and then we will see you guys next week. Take care. God bless.